All right, welcome. Today we're going to do a deep dive on a really foundational AI design pattern, chain of thought. If you are building any kind of agent, you absolutely have to understand this pattern. It's the key to unlocking complex reasoning in your models. Let's jump right in.
So let's start with a problem I'm sure we've all run into. You take a state-of-the-art model, you give it what seems like a pretty simple multi-step problem, and it rushes to an answer, sounds incredibly confident, and is just flat out wrong. Now, this isn't a failure of what the model knows, it's a failure of its reasoning process.
The solution to this is actually surprisingly elegant. It's called chain of thought, or COT for short. And the idea is, instead of letting the model just leap to a conclusion inside its own black box, we force it to think out loud. We literally make it show its work, step by step, just like you would on a math test. And this one little change transforms the entire process.
And you know what's wild? The trigger for this powerful pattern can be incredibly simple. A lot of the time, this exact phrase, "let's think step by step," is all it takes. It's a simple instruction, but what it's really doing is fundamentally changing how the model allocates its computational power to the problem. Let's walk through an example to see exactly how this unfolds.
Okay, so here's our user's query. Now, it looks pretty straightforward, but you gotta notice it has two distinct parts. It needs an explanation and an application, and those two pieces have to be connected in a coherent way. A standard prompt might just kind of mush those two ideas together and hope for the best.
But with chain of thought, the agent's first internal step isn't to start answering. No, the first thing it does is decompose the problem. It looks at the prompt and says, okay, what are the actual subtasks here? This right here is the foundation of any good plan.
So for that first part, the agent starts planning how it's going to gather information. It identifies the key technical concepts it needs to explain, bits versus qubits, superposition, entanglement. It's basically making a little technical checklist for itself to make sure it covers all the bases.
And then it does the exact same thing for the second part of the question. But notice the strategic focus here. It's not just grabbing any application. It's zeroing in on high-impact areas like drug discovery. This is a really crucial step to make sure the final answer isn't just correct, but also valuable.
And now comes the synthesis. This is where the magic happens. The agent starts connecting the dots. It builds that logical bridge between the what, the difference in how these computers work, and the so what, the awesome application in drug discovery. This is the real reasoning taking place.
And get this part is brilliant. It shows the model's ability to self-correct. Before it gives any output to the user, it actually stops and reflects on its own plan. It asks itself, did I cover everything? Was it brief like the user asked? This final check is what guarantees a high-quality, reliable output.
So, only after it's gone through this entire internal monologue, the decomposition, the planning, the synthesis, and the review, only then does the agent generate the final answer for you. And the result? It's structured, it's accurate, and it directly addresses every single part of the original query.
So let's break down the mechanics here. Why does this work so well? Well, think of it like this. A standard prompt gives the model a very small thinking budget. It's basically incentivized to give you an answer using as few tokens as possible. But chain of thought? It explicitly gives the model a much bigger budget, forcing it to spend more computational power on actually thinking through the problem.
Now, this isn't just a hunch. It's a direct application of something called the scaling inference law. And the law is actually pretty simple. It just says that a model's performance on a task gets better and better the more computational resources you give it. So, by forcing the model to generate all those reasoning steps, we are literally forcing it to spend more computation on the problem.
So the crucial point is this. Each step in that chain of thought, that's more tokens. More tokens mean more computation. And that larger computational budget gives the model the space it needs to build logical connections, to catch its own mistakes, and ultimately, to produce a final answer that is way more reliable and accurate.
So, when should you actually use this pattern? Well, the rule of thumb is pretty simple. Anytime a task requires multiple steps of logical reasoning, it is absolutely essential for math problems where you need to show the work. It's fantastic for deconstructing logic puzzles and riddles. And for us as engineers, it's invaluable for things like code generation and debugging, where thinking through the logic first is everything.
This all brings us to a pretty fascinating conclusion. By simply structuring a model's output to look more like a human thought process, we don't just get a better answer, we seem to get a fundamentally better reasoner. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. If the very act of explaining is inseparable from the act of reasoning, What does that tell us about how we should be architecting the next generation of intelligent systems?